Let's take a look at what's going to shift supply itself, not the quantity supplied or individual items like we looked at on one of our other videos where we had price is going to determine the individual number of quantity that's supplied. So 10 Pepsis at $10, all of them are going to be on the shelf. So now what we're going to look at is non-price determinants or shifters of supply. Once again, we have our price, we have our quantity, and we're going to have our supply curve. So now remember, we're looking at supply. It's about businesses. Businesses have a set budget, materials and labor and other costs of production. So with a set budget, businesses can incur cost changes. They have expectations. They have resources, technology, taxes and subsidies, and simply the number of suppliers. So all these things, when a business has a set budget, let me zoom in for you a little bit, can make the business able to make more stuff, more supply or less supply. That's simply it, under the same kind of budget constraints. So what costs are, say labor increase when you have a set budget, you can't buy as much stuff, so your supply would decrease to the left. Businesses have expectations. On a Friday night, a restaurant manager, they're going to order more food to prepare for the busy weekend. So they expect to be busy, they would increase their supply of food. Resources, we're talking about quality and quantity. So if the quality or quantity of your resources, say lumber, if you're a furniture company, if that quality goes up or the quantity goes down of your resources available, that could affect your supply either increasing or decreasing. Technology, this has to do with the same thing as the PPC technology. Okay, it's what makes our workers able to make more supply, either give them more tools, more healthcare, more training, education, really good coffee, whatever it is that makes them make more supply would alter this graph right here. So taxes and subsidies, those are going to be our government actions. So if our government takes action on a business by, say, lowering their taxes, their supply could go up. If they give them a subsidy, which is a government payment to an industry, like food or farms, anything like that, our government provides money to keep costs down or stabilize the markets. And the last one's simply the number of suppliers. If there's more grocery stores in a neighborhood, then the amount of groceries supplied would increase. So let's say, for example, our costs decrease because we become, minimum wage decreases. So if our costs decrease, then we would be able to increase our supply. Say, for example, there's a Lowe's and a Home Depot in a town, and the Lowe's or Home Depot closes down. The number of suppliers would decrease. So then, if we have a decrease in supply, we still have our upward sloping graph, our supply curve. We have supply shift to the left, and that would show our decrease in supply. So costs, expectations, resources, technology, taxes and subsidies, and number of suppliers. CERTs are non-price determinants or supply shifters.